Hey guys, this is Daegan. So you guys know we have our event coming up tomorrow night at 8 p.m., Monday at 8 p.m. And as you can see here, we got a ton of people registering. I mean, we've had registrations coming in all day and all night. And, I just want to go through and share a few things with you. I mean, we've been doing this email series, and we've gotten so many people involved leading up to our event, which is all about storytelling. And I'm going to tell you why this subject is so important, and I'm so passionate about it in just a second. But I'm so inspired by what I've been seeing. I've been sharing lessons on a daily basis, or an almost daily basis, and asking you guys to respond by going back to your own business and getting some results. And when I get Facebook messages like Brian's here, I mean, look at this. Let me just show you this image. He went from $591 and $2.67 per click to with a story. That's a no story email, right? This is a story email, $9.05 per click. I mean, true split test, right? I don't know how to share with you how much more valuable this storytelling stuff is than to show you this right off the bat. What it does is it makes every single click you get from your emails, well, more than 3 times is valuable. And this isn't my results. This is Brian's result from the free stuff. And in the event, we're going to pull it all together. Now, why is this storytelling stuff so important to me and so important to you in your business? And why am I hammering it home so hard? I mean, I just wanted to come in here to our group real quick and just show you guys. I mean, we've got so many conversations going on, people coming in. I mean, I want to tell you guys one story real quick if I can find it in here. There. My buddy Russell. So Russell right here. Russell is a great marketer. Russell and I were at the Traffic and Conversion Summit down in Austin, Texas, and we were eating lunch. And something that happened at that lunch was the reason that I decided to put on this event. And I'm going to tell you about that at the end, because that's the most exciting part to me. This is like a brand new idea. This is going to be revolutionary, I think. And it's going to really help you in your business. But Russell got the email last night and signed up immediately. You guys got to understand, Russell's a guy with an 8-figure business. If Russell's going to say, hey, Daegan, come teach me storytelling, I'm showing up immediately. I mean, that's kind of a message, right? If the best of the best are going to show up, then it's probably something you can learn or should learn. The other thing is this. When I was down at that event, I remember I met a whole bunch of people that I'd never met before. And the one thing that was like a resounding sort of recurring message to me was every person that I didn't know that came up to me and said, hey, Daegan, it didn't matter if it was an expert or a person that was on their way to the top. They all said, Daegan, I really love your newsletter. I really love the way you tell stories. Every single one of them. And I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Let's go over here and let me show you something. So the reason I share that is, look, if you tell stories, the meaning here, and I want you to get this, if you tell just your own stories, people will know you. You will differentiate your business. You will not be boring. People will not tune you out. They will say, this person has something that I should stick around and learn. And that puts money in the bank account for you. And that's what I'm a master at. It's something I've been doing for years. This is my old merchant account, or not merchant account, excuse me. AWeber account. I have not had a new lead come into this AWeber account literally in 3 or 4 years. And I still have responsiveness here, right? This is a few clicks here, a few clicks there. No, that's not why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you this to say that this is 100 emails per page, right? This is only one autoresponder. There's 25 pages of 100 email pages. Every single email is an email that I wrote from scratch myself. I've been doing this email writing stuff since 2006. This if not for this storytelling and email marketing skill, I don't think I'd have a business. It will change your life. It will absolutely change the very nature of your business. So let me just show you. This is back in 2006 when I started. That's 2,500 emails. I could show you in my other autoresponder, or you could trust me on it. But now I'll show you real quick. So I know one of the things that some folks coming on are going to say to them, it's like, oh man, well, I don't even have a list. Can you show me how to build a list? I can't email nobody, Daegan, right? Well, I mean, we know how to get leads too, and I'm definitely going to be doing a bonus session where I'm going to show you how we're generating leads into our business. On a daily basis, we generate, and this is only halfway through the day, so we're at 157 leads today. We did 665 yesterday. On a daily basis, we do anywhere from 300 to 1,200 leads on a daily basis, right? So you're going to learn how to build your list. So don't even worry about that. If you don't have a list, think about it like this. If you know how to tell stories when you do have a list, you're going to make a lot of money, a lot more money, a lot faster. And I'm going to show you how to build your list too on the event. So come open-minded and excited. Now, let me get back on point. When I learned this stuff back in 2006, this is the exact stat for my business. April 2006, $2,600. I was making a little tiny bit of money, right? May of 2006, that's when I first started to do this email stuff, doubled. Went from 2,600 to 4,400. May to June, quadrupled, 4,400 to $16,000. There's a cumulative momentum process where when you start sending emails on a daily basis, it really, and I didn't change anything else in the business. I need to emphasize that. Nothing else except for how I was emailing people. And it creates this momentum where you just make more money from what's already there. That's why this stuff is so important. Even at that event with Russell and I, and I'm going to tell you a story about him and I in a second. Even at that event, from the stage, the big topic was storytelling. And it was interesting to me because I was like, well, I don't ever seen you guys who are up on stage tell stories. I know I do it every day. But their thing was it's storytelling. And here's the rationale I want you to get. I want you to remember this and write it down. And I totally believe them on this. Things change online, right? This new technology, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, this, that, or the third. But one thing that never changes about humans is stories. From the beginning of time to the end of time, we will communicate and persuade and move people to inspiration, make money in the process too, of course, as we're looking at, through our ability to tell stories. If there's the highest level skill you can develop right now, I don't care where you are, it's storytelling. And if there's a place in your business where storytelling is more impactful than anywhere else, and this is an image I pulled up from some online newsletter magazine thing, but it's very poignant for this point. If there's a point where storytelling is going to make the biggest difference in your business, it's right here. This is email. Email accounts for more space, more eyeballs than anything else online. This is websites, Google as an individual website, websites online, Twitter, Facebook. All right, so there's people that are hanging out here, but by far the lion's share of people's attention is their email, right? Is their email. And so that's why I focus on this stuff. That's why I teach this stuff. That's why I'm so excited to see folks getting results through email marketing. That's also why I'm so excited for tomorrow at 8 p.m. because in that event, all the things that we've been doing, I've been training you like Mr. Miyagi's been training Daniel's son. Paint the wall, wax the car, right? We're going to bring it all together, and I'm going to show you one of the most amazing storytelling formulas that I think exist. I've played with this thing over and over again, and it's going to bring all these different parts that we've been going through together. And you're going to walk out of there with a blueprint and a formula that you can use in a step-by-step fashion, literally for anything. I don't care if you own a shoe repair shop, or if you're a network marketer, or you're an affiliate marketer. If you just use this template, send these emails in this sequence of order that we're going to go through, you will make a lot more money. Let me tell you one quick story also from that event about a couple of my students who I got to meet for the first time. Well, not first time, but really got to hang out with for the first time. So this is, let's see if we can look at some of these. There goes Toby and his wife Layla. And I don't know where Layla is. Let's see if we can find. Well, there, there I am. There's Jason. Jason works with me. He helps me get traffic and stuff. That's Toby. That's Kim in the back. Where's, man? Those are books. Steak. There goes Layla. So Toby and Layla, great people. We're sitting there at dinner eating a steak. And they're telling me all these crazy stories that are going on. And Toby's like, man, whenever I'm working, I'm in the background. I'm in the background playing. Always. Kind of eerie, Daegan, is your voice, because I'm listening to all your stuff, and specifically the stuff you taught us about storytelling. And, yeah, I got a little ego, right? So I'm like, that's cool. I always appreciate that. And then he goes on and he told me, he's like, we used your storytelling process. And you can follow them, go look at them on Facebook. And it absolutely revolutionized our business. Like, we were at one level, as soon as we started telling stories like you, our business was in a completely different place. They're on track to do a lot of money this month. And what they did, which I think was absolutely astounding, was within a 3-week period, launch an entire new team in their home business. And it doesn't really apply just to home businesses, but this is their example. Earned $15,000 and 3 BMWs. Can you imagine that? I mean, what would you do if think about it, just by telling stories? Telling stories, and poof, 3 weeks later, 15,000 extra bucks and 3 BMWs. What would you do with the 3 BMWs? I mean, I would use one. I don't know what I would do with the other 2, but that's what this storytelling stuff is all about. That's what I'm so excited about and why I'm sharing all this with you. So, now, let me give you guys a look into my business so you understand. Look, when we look, this is last month. I can show you this month too, and I will. Last month, all total through the Infusion shopping cart, we did about $158,537.59, right? Now, there were periods where I wasn't doing much, and there were periods when I did some pretty good numbers. And I mean, wager a guess as to why. It's these periods where I was really getting into some big time stories. And so there's so many examples and case studies over the years that I'm going to be sharing with you on how to employ stories, specific stories, to create magnificent results. I mean, if we're looking at the month, maybe we're at like a $3,000 or $3,500 average, then boom, all of a sudden we have the period last month where we got 11,000, 31,000, 17, 29, and then things kind of taper off. A good story is like an income explosion, right? Write that down. I mean, really, write that down. And I hope you're getting excited. I mean, you can hear the passion inside of me. This stuff is not in some book out there. This stuff is not out there. This stuff is I don't know, there's only a few people in the world that know how to do it. I don't think anyone knows how to do it the way that I do, and the way that you will. And that's why I'm inviting you to the event. Now, let me show you this month. I like to be transparent, so if you want to get a feeling for me, is this event for me? This is who Daegan is, and this is the sort of format that we're going to follow as we go through, and I share stuff with you. By the way, there should be a link at the bottom here that goes through everything about the event. So we're in February now. I'm kind of building up. We're not doing bad, so this is a pretty good start of the month. We're about $27,000. Dollars, and then a bunch of people coming through, right? This storytelling stuff is going to change things. That's just flat out what it's going to do. Those people that have stories and tell good stories are going to make a tremendous amount of money, and those who don't are going to really struggle going into the future. And I want to prepare you so that you're within the group, the have group, not the have not group. That's what the event's all about. So let me go back and tell you about my buddy Russell. So here's Russell. So Russell and I are sitting there, and I got to tell you one more thing about Russell. So Russell's crazy like me. He used to wrestle in college and in high school, and we take the same level of intensity that we did as young wrestlers. We use that same level of intensity whenever we're doing anything in our marketing. So we get together when we talk, and we sit there and we just go back and forth on all the cool marketing stuff that what we're learning, we're testing, and we're employing in our business. And there's one thing that when Russell and I were sitting there eating fajitas this conference for lunch that he said to me, he's like, Daegan, we did this one thing and it increased our results by 75%. Just one little thing. And I look at my business and I'm like, man, if I could just do this one thing, I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, sure, I like to average, $120,000 per month, but like, 200 wouldn't be bad. I'd take that extra 80 grand, right? And so, and he told me it. I'm employing it in my business. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I got permission from him that I can share it with you guys at the live event. And so, what I'm gonna do is, just imagine it. Think about it. What would you do if you had an extra if your results, everything you did, you got 75% more results? I remember when I used to work. When I worked for a company, I got paid between $30,000 and $40,000 before I kind of did my own thing. And if I got a 75% bump in my pay and I went from 40 to almost 80, that's a huge amount more money for just doing one more little thing. It's like going to your boss and saying, hey, sure, I'll sign this thing at the end of the day for that extra 35 grand. One thing, just you're going to your jaw's going to drop. I appreciate Russell for allowing me to share it with you. And it's going to be a game changer and worth your time alone just to come and learn that one thing. Because all you got to do is start doing it in your business and you will start to make more money too. So here's the thing that I'm most excited about for our event tomorrow. Russell and I were sitting there, and this is a story I wanted to share with you. And we're going back and forth. We got this little glimmer in our eyes, and I'm like, we talk about all this crazy marketing stuff. Here's what I'm doing. And Russell's like, here's what we're doing. And I remember we get up, we eat. It's great food. I just have some steak, chicken, rice and beans, no real tortilla. Great food. And we get up because the seminar is about to start again. And I go in the room and I look at Russell and he looks at me. He's like, Daegan, did we pay? We're like, oh man, we didn't even pay. So we were in the hotel restaurant. So we scurry back over there to pay this guy. And we find out that one of the other guys sitting at the table with us had already paid. So we were good to go. But it got my mind going. And I said to myself, look at what I just did. We're getting ready to go into this seminar. We just had a great meal. And so this is a registration page. And we felt so guilty. We knew something wasn't right because we enjoyed this meal so much. We went back and we're like, we got to pay this guy. And it made my mind go, that's what I want to do. When I create new customers in my business, I don't want anyone to pay unless they're happy. And so that's how we're doing this event. I've never seen anyone do this before. Here's how it works. You come over here, you get your ticket, and there should be a link clearly somewhere on this page, right? And you register. You do not pay a dime. It's just like going to your favorite restaurant, and you sit down, they give you the menu, they bring your food, you enjoy your food, you have a great time. And then at the end, after you've enjoyed everything, and only if you love it, do you pay. So that's how I'm doing this event. You come, I'm put on the spot, I have to perform, I have to give you my best stuff. And at the end, I'm going to say, if this was not worth it to you, just let me know, and you don't pay a dime. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank you for your time, and I'm going to send you the recording of the event anyway, because I want you to have it. I want you to study it, and maybe at some point you'll find value in it. But here's what I want to do is I want to position you to be in total control in the event. You don't pay a dime for this event unless you're happy. So you come, consume it, enjoy the time, have a ton of interaction with us, learn about how to tell stories. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Everyone needs to know how to tell stories if they want to survive into the future. Take all the notes you want, and only if at the end you think it was worth more than the ticket fee of $39.95, do you pay? And I'll just humbly thank you for the business. But if you're like, this wasn't worth it for me, then don't pay. I only want you as a customer if you're happy. You understand? So I want you to come. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to get tremendous value. And at the end, you judge me. You tell me if it was worth it. So that's my offer. I'm so excited to put on this event. Hopefully that energy's come through. and you've learned a couple stuff, a few things about the event that is going to make it more exciting for you. And I just hope that you're there. I mean, this is game-changing stuff. This is going to change your life. It's going to change your business. It's going to change how your customers interact with you. I love working with marketers and helping people change their lives. And I love telling stories like Brian's and Toby's. I could tell a million more. I love telling stories about hanging out with other great marketers, and I want you to become great too. And that's why I want you here at the event with me. So come over, register. I'll see you tomorrow night at 8, and put me to the test. Come and judge me. Is this worth my time? I'm open for the challenge. I'm excited for it. I'll see you there.